Coquese, what's been the biggest benefit so far? I know it's so early, today, but for you, do you expect to get out of the Caravan and perhaps experiences you've had, somewhere else?
I think it's really, really cool to be able to get out around the state and to connect with some of the fans that we don't get to connect with, on a daily or weekly basis, being a state college. So, Penn State alums, Penn State fans are such staunch supporters of the university. So to be able to get out and mingle with them and hear their stories of how Penn State athletics has impacted them and hear those stories is really cool. So I'm looking forward to that part of it.
What have you been most proud of as you continue to rebuild and really bring the Lady Lions program back as you've been working on the program for all these years?
I think what I'm most proud of is the journey that our student athletes have, more so when they leave Penn State. And it's that connection. Penn State is a really special place, and the connection that our student athletes have, they have a tremendous experience, but it's almost when you leave Penn State, you appreciate what it means to be a Penn Stater, you appreciate the community, you appreciate the commitment to excellence that you've experienced. And so watching our student athletes live that as they graduate and move on to the next phase of their lives, that's the really special part about being a coach at Penn State.
What does the future look like, Coach? After nice little run in the NGAP, and what's the future look like for you guys?
Well, the future is really, really bright. We bring back a team that has a lot of young stars in the making. Tonight, Page, one of our starting guards, is a college All-American, and she just continues to work and get better. We had some freshmen step up big. Jada Green from Chicago moved into the starting lineup, and she's a fantastic shooter. Amari Carter, another guard out of Washington, D.C. She was top 15 in the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio as a freshman. So I think we've got a lot of pieces together, and I think the freshmen that we have coming in, including our most recent addition, Sam Green, who's a player, Gatorade Player of the Year out of Pittsburgh, will be joining us. So I'm just really excited about the future because we have a lot of youth, and I think we're poised to have a big season next year.
Coach, you talk about the future. How much do you sell recruits on the tradition of Penn State women's basketball?
Well, you sell. It's not a hard sell. Penn State has such a rich women's basketball history. We've done some things that only a handful of programs have done. When you talk about the number of overall wins, when you talk about the number of NCAA tournament appearances, when you talk about the number of players who have transitioned to the professional level in the WNBA, and the players who are currently in the college or high school coaching ranks. So being a Lady Lion is a big deal, and there's a lot of benefits that come from being a Lady Lion. So once they get on campus and they feel the energy of being at Penn State, it's not hard for them to envision and imagine themselves being a part of that rich tradition.
Coach, it seems like there's a lot of pressure in coaching at this high level to get it done early maybe, and a lot of people don't get a lot of time maybe to build. If I were to be judged on year one at my TV station, they would have fired me. Do you feel Penn State gives you the time kind of to build a little bit, and they seem to do that across the board? Do you think that's an accurate kind of?
Absolutely. I think the thing about Penn State is it's about community, it's about service, certainly, and it's about winning, but it's about family. And those things happen. You have a tough year, you have a tough recruiting cycle, you have, things that impact your program that are in some ways outside of your control, and there's no sense of, the natives running around with pitchforks that you might feel and sense at other universities. And it's one of the things that I think makes Penn State really unique. I also think another thing that makes Penn State athletics really unique is the camaraderie amongst our coaching staff. All the coaches are really, truly supportive of each other. And I'm not talking about we show up on game day. I'm talking about the text messages of support when you're struggling. I'm talking about just getting together and talking through ways we can be better and sharing resources. So all of those things, that community, that camaraderie, in my opinion, it doesn't add pressure being at Penn State. There's a sense of excellence that we want to be the best and we want to be as good as we can be. But you do it in your own way, and you do it with this community of coaches and administration behind